I'll wait for somebody to say something before I start putting these coins from the flips into spaces. Hello, how are you doing? I've got to take and replace that coin at some point here. How you doing, Carrie and Terry Kellogg? Thanks for showing up. So we've got a 1925 Denver to go in the slot here. That coin shouldn't go anywhere anytime soon. 1923. $1925 Denver being the lowest minted out of all those three that I just put in the book. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. One of my good friends, Jem BU, might have coronavirus though, so I'm keeping her in my prayers. Hopefully she'll get through this okay. And a 1925 Philly going in the place of the one that had been nickedated. And then I have a second book which is going out to Jem BU because she won it. So I figure I might as well throw in some of my nickedated coins that I'm replacing. So there are 100 nickels here, and they all have dates. Jem BU is in the UK. I'm in Michigan though. Jem BU, I've done a shout out for her in the past. If you haven't, go check that out and support her channel. She's on the road to 250 subscribers. So first off the bat, we have a 1936. Does it have a mint mark? Nope. I already have a 1936, so I'll have to see if I have one in this other book here. I already have a 1936 in there, so that's an extra Buffalo nickel. I'll toss that in with my extras. Hello, Penny Haven. I live in the Lansing area, Carrie and Terry Kellogg. Next one is a 1937. You can really see the initial F under the date on this one. 1937 Denver. I do not have a 1937 Denver. Next up, we have another 1936. You can really see the designer's initials under there. $1936 Philly is going to be an extra duplicate, so I don't need that. Next up, we have another 1936. Looks like most of these are just going to be common date Buffaloes. There's another 1936. No mint mark. Wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these are 1936s. These have all been searched through, so there's not going to be anything super rare in here. It's another 1936. Some pretty nice looking ones though. No mint mark. Bag of Buffalo nickels is getting a little heavier though, so that's cool. It's another 1936. No mint mark. It's a 1937. Really dark. It's a 1937 Philly. I already have one on that book. And I already have one in this book, so nothing for that one. Another duplicate. Another 1937. This one's a 1937 San Francisco. I already have one in my book, but there isn't one in here, so we'll go ahead and woo! Hello, Perry Barth. How you doing? We'll put this one in the book for my friend Gem BU. Next up, we have another 1937. So far, it's all 36s and 37s out of this bag. '37 Philly. I already have one in both books. 1935. There's a different one. It's a 35 Philly. I already have one of those in both books. Yeah, 37S is pretty low mintage. That Buffalo nickel that I couldn't get a date off of in the last recap was actually a 1913 raised ground, type 1. It's another 1936. Penny Haven, if I get another 37S that I do not need, I will save it for you. '36. It's another 1936. It's rather refreshing to look through. We have two books. One from Rick G. This one, Benji, and all the coins in it. Someone send me a quarter book. I have to get that. Nice. '36. Philadelphia. Well, I've got like 80 more coins to go through, so there's a chance I might come across another 37S. If I do, I'll save it for you. Next up is a 1934. No mint mark, but it is a new spot in the book, so we will go ahead and put that in there. Hello, Perry. Next up's another 1935. No mint mark. Another 1934. Ooh, it's a 1934 Denver. I don't have one of those in the book yet. Looks like from 1931, where they stopped making Buffalo nickels in 32 and 33. That's interesting. There's not a spot in the book for 32 or 33. And Penny Haven, if I get it, I'll just send it to you. You just have to email me and give me your address, and I'll send it to you when I get the chance. If I get one. Next is a 1935. Looks like it's a 1935 Denver, which I do not have. Dad told me to call him once the live stream was done to let him know how it went, how many coins I got for the book. Phone just automatically put that Perry Barth. Sorry, the tripod's a little top heavy. Next up, we have another 1936. Looks like it's a 1936 S, which is another new one for the book. Another 1937. No mint mark. It's a duplicate. Ooh. I really need to get a better tripod for my phone. Next up, we've got a 1936. This is fun. You don't know what you're going to get. Even though it's already been searched through, it's still interesting to see. $1936. No mint mark. Another 1936. No mint mark. $1937. 37 Denver. Don't have one in the other book, so we'll go ahead and put that in here. Another 1936. No mint mark. Another 1936. 1936 S. Ooh. I have one of those in my book. I do not have one in this book. So, 36S. Sorry to be moving the tripod around so much, but I want you to be able to see them going in the book. $1937. Looks like he's got a booger coming out of his nose. $37 Philadelphia. No mint mark. That's the last one out of that first bag. Hey Jem, I've already got a few for your book, so it's going pretty good so far. I've gotten several for mine. Everybody definitely go check out Jem Bu's channel. She's on the road to 250 subscribers. She can use all the love and support we can give her. "1936 Philly." Another 1937. No mint mark. A 1935. Philly. 1936. Another 1936. My dad's working from home as well. 1937. Denver. Already have one in both books. Ooh, here's an older one, 1926. I really wish I could hook my camera from my microscope up to you guys so that I could see on the screen. It looks like there might be an S on that. If it's a 1926 S, that's a key date. I could just be seeing things. I think it would be more clear if there was an S on there, though. I already have a 1926 Philly in both books. Although the one in the other book has been nickedated, so I might have to go back through the bag and pull that 1926 out again and replace it. Hopefully you feel better soon, Gem. Another 1936. This one is a Denver. I already have one in my book, but I do not have one in the second book. I put the 26 in the bag with all my other duplicate Buffalo nickels. So the 1936, 1936 San Francisco. Already have one in both books. Penny Haven. Let me know if you need that 1936 San Francisco, Penny Haven. Next up, we have a 1935. Ooh, it's got a mint mark. 1935 S. I do not have one of those in my book yet. Take your time, Carrie and Terry. I'll likely be here for a while. I've still got 2 more bags to go through. Next up, we have a 1937. No mint mark. That is a duplicate. We have a 1934. I have one in my book, but I do not have one in this book. Penny Haven, you're back. Let me know if you need a 1936 San Francisco. Next up, we have a really hard to read 1930. No mint mark. I already have one in my book, but this other book does not, so go ahead and put that in here. Next up, we have a 1936. You have a 36S? All right. I'll go ahead and put that in the duplicates then. Another 1936. No mint mark. Whoa, that one's really slick. But these are all supposed to have dates that are readable. I don't know. Let me know if you can see a date on that one. It's pretty slick. I might have to nick a date that one. Hey, Les likes coins. I do not see a date on that one. It's another 1936. Looks like a 1936 Denver. Already have one in both books. Ooh! Even better than a Buffalo nickel. My very first V-nickel find. 1907. I'll have to set that one off to the side. Next, we've got a 1936. $1936, no mint mark. I don't think that V-nickel was meant to be in there. Another 1936. $1935. I mean, you could tell it was going to be something other than a Buffalo nickel when I went, ooh, so. That was kind of cool. I was not expecting to come across a V-nickel in a bunch of Buffalo nickels. 1936. No mint mark. Another 1936. No mint mark. $1937. No mint mark. 1935. $1935 Denver. I have a 1935 Denver, but this book doesn't. Well, I just gave away that other book, the second one that I just put a coin into. Unfortunately, you missed out on the giveaway. 1936. And I would have been putting these nickels into it for anybody that won. So, $1936. That is the last of the second bag. On to the third bag. 1935. 1935S. I have a 1935S, but this second book doesn't. $1936. No mint mark. $1936. No mint mark. $1937. No mint mark. Really dark one. 1934. No mint mark. Have a 1934 Philly in both books already. There's another 1930. $1930S. All right. That's another no mintage one. Do not have one in this other book, so we'll go ahead and fix that. This book gets to go all the way across the pond to the UK. Another 1936. $1936 San Francisco. Already have one in both books. 1936. $1936 Denver. Already have one in both books. And 1936 again. No mint mark. $119 million. No wonder I'm getting so many 36 Phillies. 1937. $1937. $1936. 1935. $1936. $1930. It's a 1930 San Francisco. I already have one in both of the books. Pennyhaven, do you have a 1930 San Francisco? It's a 1937. Oh, it's another 1937 San Francisco. I did say I'd save that one for you. $1934. I already have one in both books. So you don't have the 1930 San Francisco? Pennyhaven? I'll send that to you along with the 37 San Francisco. Welcome back, Perry Barth. 1936. San Francisco. I already have one in both books. $1937. By the way, Pennyhaven, I'm still waiting on that holographic sticker. $1937 Philly. $1937. The sticker can be the payment for the nickels. $1937. $1936. $1936. Another 1937. No mint mark. 1936. No mint mark. Final one out of the third bag is a 1937. It's all good, Pennyhaven. I know things happen. No mint mark. And the final bag, I'm going to have to think of something to do with these bags. And my safe is pretty full at the moment. Another 1936. 1936 Denver. I already have one of those. In both books. The bags are little black drawstring bags. $1936. No mint mark. 1937. I might do that. In fact, I might put these in them. In one of them. Bunch of painted quarters. $1937. No mint mark. $1936. No mint mark. $1935. No mint mark. $1935. No mint mark. $1936. No mint mark. You have to excuse my eyes. They're not exactly that great. I can't see if there's a mint mark on most of these without using my trusty 30 times jeweler's loop. 1936. No mint mark. $1936. No mint mark. $1936. No mint mark. I should have figured there'd be a bunch of 36s in here. One of the most minted, if not the most minted, actually. Yeah, it's the most minted Buffalo Mint nickel. So, 1936. No mint mark. Here's an oldie. 1928. Well, how that one slipped through. I already have a 1928 in both books, but the 1928 in the second book has been nickedated. So that is gonna come on out of there. If I can get it to cooperate. As you can see, been pretty heavily nickedated. Only the second one from the 20s so far. It's a 1929. No mint mark. Ooh, I do not have a 1929 yet. That's surprisingly, the other book does. Then again, most of the nickels in the other book are nickel. Whoa, hello. Most of the nickels in the other book are heavily nickedated. $1937. No mint mark. It's another 1920s, 1924. Told you I've gone portrait. No way. It's not supposed to be able to switch modes. It's not supposed to be able to switch modes on me. What did I do to make it go non-portrait? There we go. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Alright, so we got another one from the 20s. $1924. No mint mark. I do not have a 1924 in this book yet. $1937. Sorry about the technical difficulties, folks. No mint mark on the 37. $1936. No mint mark. 1936. No mint mark. Well, thank you. I think the kitchen is the best part of this house. 1935. No mint mark. 1936. 1936 Denver. Already have one in both books. $1937. $1934. No mint mark. $1937. Getting down to the end. 1937 Denver. Already have one in both books. $1936. No mint mark. $1936. No mint mark. What's the final one gonna be? Another 1936. No mint mark. But my bag of buffalo nickels got significantly heavier. Well, that was fun. Hopefully you had some fun with me. It was definitely interesting seeing everything that was in there. I was not expecting to get a V nickel. 1907. Where's the mint mark on a V nickel? Can anybody tell me? Oh, the back is heavily worn. Let's look at it. Looks like the mint mark is to the left of cents on the back. If there is one. So this is a Philadelphia. 1907 Philadelphia. On the back, it's a big V. I need to nicodate this one. I was not expecting to get a non-dated one in there. Looks like it might be a 1937. If that's the case, it's just an extra. But I'll do that off camera. Sorry about the knuckle cracking if that bothers anybody. Anyway, I will catch you guys and gals on the next video. I think that'll do it for me. Mikey V, signing out.